soulmates, in this video I'll share with you a simple requested tutorial on how to achieve this stylish monostrap funnel corset. Start drafting out your pattern. You need to mark your shoulder to bust line, that under bust line, shoulder to waist line. Then I'll be adding 5 inches to 6 inches for my blouse length after my waistline. Please go ahead to measure your own blouse length. Now, you're going to measure your shoulder. Whatever measurement you have, you're going to divide it by 2 and you're going to mark at the upper part of your pattern. From that point, come down by 1 inch, then mark a basic neckline of 3 inches. Now, you also want to mark your basic neckline. I'll be using 3 by 3 inches. I'm just marking this to serve as a guide for this pattern. We are not necessarily cutting out the neckline. The next step is to connect from the shoulder slant to your neckline. After this, you want to find your chest line, which is also your armhole. To get this is your bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Then I'll draw out a straight line wherever I have my measurement. Place back your tape and mark your shoulder divided by 2. Place your ruler and connect all the way up. You want to place your tape again and divide into 2 and mark. Come out by ½ inch, place your tape and mark your bust measurement divided by 4. You want to connect this all the way up and connect it back to your bust measurement divided by 4. After you're done marking this at this point, the next step is to mark out your dart, which you need your nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Now, my nipple to nipple is 7 inches. If you divide it by 2, I have 3.5 inches. I'm going to mark this all the way to my blouse length. That is from the shoulder to bust, under bust, waist, and blouse length. Now, you want to place your ruler and you're going to draw out a straight line, starting all the way from the upper part to the lower part of your pattern. So after you're done connecting this, now you're going to place your tape from the neckline to your shoulder, then divide it by 2. Place your ruler again and you're going to connect this all the way up. After connecting, you want to mark your dart intake. I'm using 1 inch on both sides, that is if you have a smaller bust. If your bust is fuller, use 1 inch here and 2 inches at the other side. Now, you want to go ahead to place your ruler and you're going to connect this all the way down to the hemline of your blouse. Now, I'm using a straight dart. It's easier to work with a straight dart when you're drafting out your pattern. Then I'll also connect on the other side. Now, you want to connect from the bust to the under bust and also repeat this at the other side of your pattern. So this is what I have after I'm done connecting. Used my marker to outline my pattern. Now I'll be using a shoulder dart of 1 inch. If you don't want to use this shoulder dart, you can just make use of your normal bustier dart, right? So after connecting at this point, the next step I'll take is to start inserting my body measurement. Place your tape, mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Now for the bustier part of this dress, to determine where it will stop, then pick the dart you have there, which is about 0.75. I'll replace and add ½ inch for just stitching allowance. The under bust measurement divide by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add ½ inch for your stitching allowance. Mark your waist measurement divided by 4. Pick your dart intake, replace and add ½ inch for your stitching allowance. You want to mark your hip measurement divided by 4 here. Pick your dart intake, replace it and then add ½ inch by the side. After you're done doing this, you want to connect from the upper part to this point and then connect the rest of your lines. After marking this, I'll mark my bust dart. Now to get your bust dart is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. Whatever you get, you're going to mark and then connect. Now what you do next is to transfer all these measurements to the other side. Now after transferring, this is what I have. We're going to alter our pattern. Now what I'll do is to start from the underbust area and I'll outline this. Close up your dart to make sure it meets. Then curve this towards the other side. Now you want to blend out your dart and I'll extend this to this point. After extending to this point, now from the armhole area, I'll come out a bit because what we have there is tilting towards the armhole this way. So I'm using about 2 inches around there. Then I'll connect back to my armhole. You want to outline your dart lines here so that you don't mistaken it for just your normal pattern. Then I'll draw this out. Now the next step I'm going to take is to also add an extension to the upper part and draw out the sweetheart neckline. So let's go with drawing out the neckline of the bustier that you'll be adding. You want to go up by 2 inches, 2.5, or determine where you want it to stop. Then I'm going to connect this at this point, and then I'll also outline what I have on that other side of my bustier to this other side, right? You can go ahead to trace out what you have here on this other side. So you can see after tracing it out, you can see it on this side. I'll just go ahead to connect and open it up. Now you'll be placing another pattern paper to cut out this side that we have here. Now the next step is to go ahead to work on the hemline. So from the hemline, I came up before go by 2 inches, but I'll go ahead to extend it by 2.5. Then I'll just draw out, and we have like a slight asymmetric shape here. Close up your dart and then connect. So this is what I have here. If you're not okay with the shape we have here, you can always go ahead to readjust. I'm using my tracing wheel to trace out what I have here so that I'm going to see it at the other side. Then I'll just go ahead to trace it out, right? So if you don't have a tracing wheel, you just cut out the hemline together, fold it together so that you have the same shape. I'll go ahead to outline this with my marker. Then after outlining, we're going to add the extension at the upper part of this corset. So this is what I have here now. Let's go ahead to add an extension to this. Now for the extension, it totally depends on you, on the measurements you are working with or the size of the client's body. But whatever you have should at least go all the way up so that it can give that standing effect. Then you can now place it back to the back pattern and tack it down there. So I just cut out this little piece of pattern paper which I'll be attaching with my sellotape here. Now by the time you join the center piece with the side, this will now extend all the way to the back. Now please, when you're cutting out your pattern, make sure you close up your dart and blend out your dart lines by the side of this dress. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Now, I'll also repeat this at the other side, which I'll be closing up my dart and I'll use my tape to close it. Now, the next step is to go ahead to place another pattern paper underneath it, which you're going to use to trace out the bustier part of this dress, which you'll be placing underneath your dress. Now you can secure it with your pin so that when you're cutting out, it's not going to shift. And make sure that the pattern paper you're attaching is at the underbust, sorry, or if it exceeds the underbust, all you have to do is to go ahead to get your tracing wheel and trace out the exact measurement of the underbust. So you see me closing up my dart and I'll also pin this pattern. Then we'll now begin to trace out. So at this point, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly go ahead to hit on the subscribe button. And if you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask. Now make sure that you cut out the darts here. Then I will cut out the rest of my pattern. Now I traced out the bustier shape on this part, so I'll move ahead to cut out this side. Now also know that we have a bustier here. Now each side that has the bustier pattern, you have to trace out where the neckline or where the bustier started on this pattern, because you're going to make that separately and place it underneath. And you can use a bust caging to do that, or the bustier underneath it. So you notice that I traced out the shape I have on this. Then what I will now do is to cut this out. After cutting this out, this is what I have here. When you join this, it will meet at the upper part and also at the lower part. Then you're going to join your bustier separately and you place it underneath. Now we're going to cut out the last part, and for this part your bustier is going to be revealing at the upper part, so you just have to cut out the under bust area and you join the bustier, and this will now start towards the under bust of your dress. So this is what I have right now. Let's go ahead to draft out the back pattern of this dress. For the back pattern, I marked out the basic measurements I need. I marked the shoulder to bust waistline, then I added extra 6 inches to my waistline, just like we did for the front pattern of this dress. You want to start by marking your nipple to nipple divided by 2. After marking this, you want to go ahead to place your ruler and you're going to connect from the bust to the waistline. Now after you're done marking this, you're going to mark out your basic dart intake of ½ inch on both sides. Come down by 1 inch here. Now we're going to go ahead to connect this from that point all the way down. Then you're going to connect it to the lower part. The next step is to insert your body measurement. Mark your bust measurement divided by 4 and add ½ inch. Your waist measurement divided by 4. Then measure your dart intake. You're going to replace it at the other side. Then just add ½ inch for stitching. Mark your hip measurement divided by 4 and add ½ inch for stitching. Now connect from the bust to the waistline and down to the blouse length of this dress. Now after you're done marking this, the next step you want to take is to come up by that same 2½ inches. Then you're going to connect whatever hemline you want for your pattern. Outline your chest line area. Now from here you come down by ½ inch and then go ahead to connect this all the way up. Now you want to mark the lacing area. You can use 1.5, 2 inches, 2½. It totally depends on you. Now I'll place my ruler and I'll draw a straight line. After that, I'll make a dot to indicate I have a lacing. So this is what you need for your back pattern. I like my back pattern being very simple without much stress. All you have to do is cut out. So after cutting out, we have come to the end of today's video. If you have any questions so far, please kindly go ahead to ask your question at the comment section. Then after this, I'm going to tack your structured sleeve at the back of your pattern. So this is what I have.